Okay, so it's my alarm. I'm sorry, excuse me. I think I turned it off. Okay. Time to get up. Okay, so you guys know about what happened in Joplin, Missouri. Um, the humongous monster evil tornado that blew through and wrecked everybody's stuff. So, I immediately went and bought a bunch of stuff and donated. You remember that, I'm sure. Well, whatever. Take my word for it. I donated some stuff. And, nothing major, but it was what I could afford, and I did what I could. And someone on a Facebook page that was set up for the people in Northwest Arkansas who were trying to help the people in Missouri, set up for them to help them to get organized and kind of know who was going to head up there with stuff and who was going to head up to help and whatever. Anyway, it was a cool thing. Somebody said, hey, why don't we get together a bunch of backpacks and put school supplies in them? Well, school was no longer in session, so I said, well, that's a great idea. That'd be great for September. But, this is summer now, and they can't really use a bunch of school supplies. I don't know if they even have schools left there. So I decided what I was going to do instead is I was going to make just like 2, 3, maybe 4 summer activity kits. And I was originally going to get like some tote bags that had a zipper so everything would stay inside. And then the kid would have a bag and they could carry whatever they do still own. Because I'm sure other people have donated toys and things. So whatever they do own, they could keep it all together. And it's a little fun stuff. But I couldn't really find the bags. And I thought, I'm going to try to do everything for $1 an item. And I know I can get packs like at Deals or Dollar Tree where it's multiple things in a pack. I was trying to make that $1 be my goal for anything that I bought. And my mom contributed some, and I pulled together some money, and I went and did it. And I made 4 really nice big um, packages of stuff. I ended up putting them in Ziploc bags with a sliding zipper on them instead. So that way adults could see immediately what was and was not inside of these bags. And it was cheaper and whatever. It worked for me. And then I looked at them and I thought, oh man, this stuff is all like for kids over 6. What about little kids? And then I thought, oh man, I've only got, 4 packs, and there I can make like 2 for little kids. But then what about other kids? And what if only one family worth of kids gets this stuff? And what if other kids see some of the kids at the shelter getting stuff and they don't have any stuff? And I felt terrible about it. And so I took everything all apart and I went to some yard sales and bought little books for $1. And I actually found at one yard sale, they had a shit ton of these little fun pads. I think they had been probably for, I'm sorry, I've got stuff sliding off my lap. I think they had probably been for a birthday party or something. Someone had put a sticker over where the price had been. And there was like 3 different varieties, but none of them were used. There was a whole bunch of them, like dozens of them. And I don't know if you remember fun pads. We had them when I was a kid, but they were huge. And there's like stuff you can color. There's puzzles and games. And they're really fun. It's like I would sit down and do one right now if it weren't for the fact that I'm donating them to children. They're fun. So what I ended up doing is between the stuff that I picked up at cheapy stores and stuff I got at yard sales and garage sales. Like here is a typical package for age 6 and up. And what's in it is there's a book. Got a book called White Snow, Bright Snow. I got all kinds of different books for like $0.10 a piece. 25 cents I think is the most I paid for a book at a yard sale. There's a fun pad. Not all of them have a deck of cards, but several of them do. Now this particular one my mom picked up used somewhere. It's just a little bit frayed on the top of the box. It's wacky story cards, something Sonic had at one point. And the cards will, on the front and back, have pictures and words. And I guess you deal them out and you make a funny sentence with them. That looks fun. For the older kids, the 6 and up, I'm giving them these cool pencils, which are really pretty. You can't really see on the cam, but it's a clear color. You really can't see. It's a pretty color. And it's the kind that well, I had to tape the lids on because the lids come off because they're cheap, but I got a big package of them. And they're the kinds that have the little pencil lids in them that are set in plastic. And when it's done, you pull it out and you jam it in the top, and it pushes the next one down. They're fun. I used to have those. There's a little bit of candy. There's some sweet tarts. And I'm not sure how the adults will feel about candy, but I tried to make it stuff that was well wrapped and pretty okay. I put lollipops in some of them. A little bottle of bubbles. I bought a big package for like $3. I got like 24 little bottles of bubbles. Candy. Oh, and I included one toy of some kind in all of them. This is a pretty rainbow slinky. This is actually one we had hanging around our house. I bought a package of them that were for parties as party favors, but we had a slightly bigger one. I don't know if it's mine or Falcon's. We both had some. My stepmom's really sweet about buying silly little toys like that for us. But I mean, that's it. It's not a whole lot of stuff, but it's enough that it would be like, hey, I've got a book to read and a fun pad. There's no colors to color it with, but I bet you there are crayons floating around out there. And then here's one for a smaller child. It's a simpler book. This is Rumpelstiltskin and a fun pad, bubbles. This one also has a slinky. And I bought this big package of these crayons. Tell you the truth, I'm probably going to go back and get myself some because I occasionally enjoy coloring. Shameful, I know. It was a big pack, and they're plastic, and it's got it's crayon, but it's like swivel. So they're always somewhat sharp. They don't get all fat and dull, and they're not going to break as easily. And you swivel it. And I put 2 colors, and I tried to make them pretty colors. I didn't include like browns and boring awful colors. I used pretty colors, and I know it's not as much fun to color with 2 crayons, but it's better than no crayons at all. And hopefully there'll be some sharing that will be going on. And so, stuff for little kids and bigger kids, and I hope that they enjoy it. I got 17 of those. When it was all said and done, there were 17 little summer fun packages. There's water guns in some of them, and bubbles in all of them, and I think they're all right. So I wasn't sure how to get them there because all the places around here, the churches, and I was using the natural food store around the corner. They were all taking stuff up there for the first week or so. They were taking supplies and stuff, but that petered out pretty quickly. But there are still individuals who are going up, and I actually said something on Facebook, and a friend of mine said that some friends of hers, I think, are coming down from Joplin on Friday, and she's going to ride back up with them, and they're going to take some supplies. I don't know what all. So they're going to take these for me, and I've got to get them to her office today, so then I don't have to worry about them anymore and wondering if they're going to make it to the right place and all that. I'll just have to pray that, yes, a heathen like me does pray. Thank you very much. Pray to the universe that those get to just the right children that really need them, and I'm sure it will help their adults too that are now trying to deal with kids and no room to go and put them in, and no, whatever. I'm trusting that there's summer fun being had for the children of Joplin. Anyway, this has been quite long enough. I apologize. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Mwah.